Hey everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and today we're going to be in the kitchen experimenting with the Instant Pot again. I am going to try to make my tortilla soup in the Instant Pot using the pressure so that it will be done very soon. Usually what I do is I make a big pot of tortilla soup and I can freeze part of it and I can have part of it for the next few days of lunches. So this is my trying to kind of get on track and get a little bit healthier. Kind of a meal prep lunch where I'm making the tortilla soup. It'll last me the lunches all week long, and mine is chock full of vegetables, so it's really healthy. I usually just make a big pot in the crock pot. Well, I'm gonna use the Instant Pot and speed things up today, so it's gonna be a fun experiment. So let's go ahead and go in the kitchen. And so here is what I did last night. I went ahead and prepped everything while I was cooking our dinner, so it would be nice and ready to go. I've got everything in here, so I do mine a little bit differently. First of all, I do not have shredded chicken in mind for this time. I didn't have any ready. You could definitely just put a chicken breast in here and shred it up at the end, which is what I usually would do anyway. So there are, as far as veggies, I've got some chickpeas, some hominy, some lentils, both green and red, some zucchini, onions, diced tomatoes, a can of green chilies, and some black beans. So I just used canned beans and dried lentils. I also have some vegetable broth in here. And then the regular seasonings, I will link to a recipe below. I just eyeball this. I've made this so many times that I do not use measurements. So I went ahead and mixed everything together and it is ready to just be put in the Instant Pot. So I've got my lid on. I'm gonna close it. I'm also going to turn it so that it's not venting. And then I'm going to see what the soup says here. It says 6 minutes, which I don't think is right. Like I said, this is going to be an experiment here. So let's try 15 at high pressure and then we'll see where we are. So I really just used whatever veggies I have. I had some leftover zucchini and I usually always have the canned veggies. I sometimes add corn if I have corn. I sometimes add spinach if I have spinach. I just have a little bit of frozen spinach left that I'm going to be adding to smoothies the next couple of days. So I don't want to use that up for my soup. But you could really play around with this recipe and add whatever veggies that you want. So I changed my mind. I'm going to give it 20 minutes. I don't think I can overcook this soup. I may be wrong. I might have to eat my words, but I think my problem is I'm going to undercook it. So I'm going to put 20 minutes just to be safe. Hopefully that will work. Okay, it took maybe 20-25 minutes to come to pressure. Then I let it go for 20 minutes. The timer just went off and I am going to let it come down from pressure naturally. I've heard that soups and stews and things can really splatter since there's so much liquid inside. So I'll give it probably another 20 minutes and then I will let the rest of the steam out. And hopefully you guys can see I already turned it. It's been 21 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and try to let out the pressure. I usually use tongs for this. Since it's liquidy, I'm going to have a towel ready to do this. There was just a teeny tiny little spurt right when I twisted it around. So I'm just going to let it release now. Okay, the soup actually looks done. I was surprised. I wasn't exactly sure if it would be done. The lentils look cooked. I was going to try one and make sure that they are cooked. Oh yeah, everything is totally cooked. So I also forgot to mention I had some mushrooms left over from earlier when we did hamburgers. So we made cheeseburgers recently, and so I had a couple of sauteed mushrooms. I went ahead and put those in. We can trace in just a minute. So everything looks nice and done. I'm actually kind of surprised that it was done. I wasn't sure the zucchini and the lentils would be cooked, so I just threw those in without being cooked. So it worked. So I would say 20 minutes is pretty good. Now it did take a while to come to pressure, maybe 25 or so minutes. And then it took about 7 minutes to come down from pressure after I did a natural release. So it still took a while, but it didn't take the, 6 to 8 hours like it would in the crock pot. So I'm super happy. We're gonna have lunch here in about 10 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.